Hello everyone, welcome back to WB Blacksmithing. Today I'm going to make a horseshoe heart. Alright guys, I start mine by straightening out the shoe. Makes it easier to find the center point. I don't know what all you guys can actually even see. At the moment. Oh, you can see my horn. I didn't think you could see my horn. But never mind. Now I'll straighten out this other side. Edges. And basically just eyeball a little notch in. Now I can just get the center hot and forge a 45-degree notch in there. I'm really hoping the blower doesn't come across as too loud. Those little green blowers, like I showed on a video a couple weeks ago, or even a couple months ago maybe by now, are really nice. They put out a lot of air, but they are kind of loud. For the price, can't really complain. Try to get a good 45-degree angle in there. It means you have to hold the thing perfectly at 45 degrees. In relation to the face, so you can get a 45-degree notch inside the horseshoe. Now I'll just straighten the whole thing back up again. Go. Airbrushing the shoe off. Put a taper on the end here. I have this wooden swage block I've had for a few years, and it's held up really well. Dump the scale out, and it has a bowl swage here. I can just get my bend started. I just put that in, almost get hit in the face. Very necessary step. Put that right in there. You can actually even see that. Oh my. You can't even see it. There you go. You just put that in there with the rounding face. Hammer it. It'll start your bend. Just makes it a little easier. Just with the residual heat after putting the taper in. There's that. A little bit of a bend started there. Now over the horn. Bend it more. And flatten it out on the face. Oh man. Try not to grip as tightly on my tongs anymore. Usually I grip really tight. but it feels like one of my tendons has been hurting, so I'm trying to give it a break. Especially after I did a couple of orders with pretty big stuff that I had to forge. So I keep freaking dropping everything, but I'd rather drop the thing a few times so my hand can get a break from forging so much. So now we'll just copy this on the other side and put another taper and another bend in. Bring the block over again with our residual heat. It's not as hot as it looks on camera. It's still like dull cherry red, maybe even a dark orange. Getting into cherry red. So there's our bend started a little bit. It'll help us out a little tiny bit in the next heat. Alright, now we'll go again on the horn, put our bend in more dramatically. We're just kind of estimating where it'll be, or where it'll need to be bent to after the center gets bent in, which we'll do in the next heat. And then if it's not perfect from our eyeballing, we can just go ahead and heat the ends up more after we bend it in here. And then we can tweak it so it looks nice and symmetrical and everything. Okay, now we'll just start this a little bit over the edge. And then we can stand it up straight like this. As long as these thinner ends aren't hot, we can just hammer on here. And then that notch we put in will help us whenever we're bending this, closing up the heart. That's basically the point of the notch. So this bends before this will. Basically weakening it right here so that we can bend it easily. Okay. Stand this up. Taps on each side. I think that looks better. And now I'll let this air cool a little bit. Horseshoes usually won't harden, especially these ones. They're mild steel. They're a very mild steel. They're super soft. But I still would like to let them air cool instead of quenching them. And then I'll put beeswax on when they're just a black heat. Okay, should be cooled off now. I just started another one. Fire waiting to be bent in the center. So here's a little bit of beeswax. You can see it's just still black heat. I can melt this on here. And you can do this differently, but this is just the way that this is just basically easiest for me and works well. Protects from rust and basically anything else. It's hard for dust to stick to it whenever it's all, baked on there. And It doesn't smell bad either, like some other finishes that you might find. It actually smells kind of nice. But you can see that there's some buildup of liquid wax. And you don't want to try to let that dry, because as it cools down and dries, it will still kind of be sticky and won't really dry per se. It'll just stay like a sticky mess on the surface. So what I like to do is go over to the forge, which I'll show you. I like to go to the forge and let this get really liquefied again all over. The extra stuff just burns off into the fire and melts away. If there's any extra, it'll just drip off, basically. Don't get it too hot. Then I just take a rag and I just wipe the whole thing off. You can see some of it's smoking off, but it leaves the baked on stuff on the surface of the steel, which is what you want. It's not hot enough to burn everything away. It's just hot enough to let the extra stuff start getting off of it. That's what I like to do. So thanks for watching and subscribing. Hope you guys liked that one. Bye.